Greetings and welcome in my session Azure as a Future. My name is Subhendu. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. I'm a Microsoft certified solution expert and I'm a Microsoft specialist in Azure. I'm working with Coding Solution as a senior corporate trainer. I'm a speaker and a blogger, and this is my blog www.subhendumct.com.
Okay.
And this is you. This is you, Microsoft, Azure, and the future. People from across the globe, people from different part of the country, people from different sector, they are doing great with the help of Azure. And I'm really thankful to Microsoft that Microsoft gave me this option, this opportunity to talk with you and to share my knowledge, my understanding, whatever I have learned in my past couple of years to share with you guys. So what is the whole idea? What is the course details? So in Microsoft Azure LOP, we do have 4 cores starting from 10979, that is a basic fundamental. Then we have 20532, that is a developing Azure. Then we have 20533, that is the implementation of Microsoft Azure Infrastructure Service. And then we have 20535, architecting Azure. But in this session, we are going to focus on 20533, or that is the implementation of Microsoft Azure Infrastructure Service. Okay?
Outstanding.
Cool. So this is the MCAC, or Microsoft Certified Solution Expert certification path with Windows Server 2016. So if you already own MCAC, then you can move with 70533, that is the exam code, and after that you will get MCAC certification from Microsoft. Basically you will get this certificate, that is a Microsoft Certified Solution Expert, and at the moment you will complete 20533 training, and the exam, that is a 70533, you will get this certification, that is Microsoft Specialist in Windows Azure. So this is mine, but your certificate is on the way.
Perfect.
And this is the agenda of this class. So you are going to be a part of digital transformation, and we will see that what opportunity we can provide you. Now, first of all, why you should attend the session. Then we'll talk about the infrastructure and the data center. Now, why we talk about the infrastructure? Because to understand the cloud, what is a private cloud, what is a public cloud, at first we should have a basic understanding of infrastructure or the data center.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about why a company need a data center. Then we'll talk about what is a cloud, and we'll see the journey from a data center to cloud. And then finally we'll talk about Azure, why Azure, what is infrastructure as a service, what is platform as a service, and what is software as a service, and then how we can start preparing for Azure and courses on Azure. So this is the whole agenda of this session. So regardless who you are, IT is a part of your life. Starting from the developers, IT manager, IT administrator, and the architect. Everyone is a part of this IT world. Developers, they are doing great with their language. They're writing down their code, they are building the application, and with the help of Azure, they're publishing their application to cloud, or they are publishing their application to world, and we are using that application. It could be an Android application, it could be a iOS application. Administrator, who are taking care of the infrastructure, because to publish any application we need an infrastructure. And IT admin, they are planning, they are taking care of the infrastructure. Architect, they are designing the infrastructure, that how we can design the infrastructure more better way to provide the best resource to the developers. And IT manager, they are taking care of the entire stuff, starting from the developer, admin, architect, cost, and the management. So regardless who you are, Azure is for you. So you should learn Azure.
Very good. I'm ready.
Cool. So let's understand that why a company need a infrastructure. Let's say I am a CEO of the Black Coffee Corporation, where my job is to provide best coffee bean across the globe and to barista, Cafe Coffee Day and Starbucks. So my company name is the Black Coffee Corp and I provide the best coffee bean across the globe. Now, to manage my business, to manage this entire work, I do have my own employees. And to I'm sorry. And to manage this entire work, I do have my own employees. And obviously, I have an office environment where all the people work and they deliver their task. Now, to manage this user, to manage my employees, to manage this computer from where they will work, I need a more powerful computer from where I can provide authentication, authorization, and accounting. Means who they are, what they can do, and how many people, computer, or any other resource I have in my infrastructure. To build this complete thing, complete environment, I need domain controller. I have to install ADDS role. Now to install this role or this service or this application, I need a powerful computer. I need a server. Now, server is a powerful computer from where we can provide some service to our client. So let's understand this word called data center. Now, what is a data center? A data center is a facility composed of network computers and storage that business or other organization use to organize, process, store and distribute large amount of data. So this is a very simple picture of a data center. I believe you can understand. And this is the Dell PowerEdge. So this is the data center tier, means based on the critical environment or the critical situation or the importance of the business, you can choose between tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4. In tier 4, you will get 99.995% of availability, means it's only 25 minutes of downtime in the entire year.
That's where everybody wants to be, right?
Exactly. And we do have tier 4 data center in Microsoft. Okay. So this is a basic understanding of data center, right? And let's have a look of our data center or Microsoft data center. So how's the video?
Perfect. It's pretty impressive. Look like some massive data centers.
Yes. So we do have 50 data center across the globe. So let's understand our Azure data center. So we do have a global presence. It means 50 data center across the globe and more than 140 region, and it's managed by Microsoft. So you don't have to take care of anything, just enjoy the benefit of Azure. It's a modular architecture, means cluster of thousands of servers in a pluggable unit, right? High speed internet, high speed network, high speed any other services, means whatever a data center need to work perfectly, Microsoft provided everything to their data center. It's highly efficient power and the water uses. It's a distributed management service and paired with another region in the same geographical area. So this is the best thing about the Azure data center.
Okay.
So we are talking about the data center, right? And data center means server. So server means server operating system and the server hardware. Windows Server 2016 is the latest operating system, that is a server operating system, and this is a picture of the server hardware. Now we do have a difference. There is a difference between the server hardware and the normal computing hardware. In normal computing hardware, you can't add more than one CPU. You can't add more than 4 RAM, right? But a server computer can support more than one CPU. It can support a huge number of memory. Okay, it means it is ready to work with the any enterprise.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Makes perfect sense.
and server operating system means it can do a lot more than a client operating system. So this is a server architecture before Windows Server 2008 R2 or the virtualization, where it means I'm talking about the physical data center architecture, where we have a hardware, and top of it we have installed Windows Server 2008, and top of it we have installed the application. Now this is a one server. I mean, if I want to install 5 service or 5 application in my environment, I have to build same 5 computer or 5 rack. And obviously to maintain this server rack, I need a big land. Obviously, to run the computer, I need power. If I run so much of computer, obviously it will generate heat. Now to reduce the heat, I have to think about the cooling. If I have more than one computer, I obviously have to think about the maintenance. And top of it, we have to think about the redundancy. And I believe you can understand, nothing will work without the internet and the manpower. So there is a spelling mistake. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so nothing will work with the internet and the manpower. It means I have to invest a lot of money to build the infrastructure and to maintain the infrastructure. It means the capital cost and the operation cost both are really high. So obviously we need a solution to reduce the cost. And you know what is the main problem? The main problem is we can't use the entire CPU resource. That is another problem, because we can't install more than one service or more than one application in a physical server. It means capital cost and the operation cost is going high, but still we can use the CPU uses. So people are looking for a solution so that they can invest less and they can use the entire resource in a more better manner. Then virtualization came in the picture. So to talk about the virtualization, let's upgrade the operating system. So in this picture, I have installed Windows Server 2016. And Windows Server 2016 support Hyper-V role. And from the server manager, I'm going to install Hyper-V as a role. So after the installation, this is going to be the architecture. At first, we'll have a hardware. Top of it, we have a Windows Server 2016, and then we will have Hyper-V, and then we will have application. But this is architecture before restarting the computer, because after the restart, the architecture will change. So after the restart, from where we have installed the operating system, that operating system will become the parent VM, and the Hyper-V will come in between the operating system and the hardware. because Hyper-V is a type 1 hypervisor, and from where you have installed the operating system and the role, that computer will become the parent VM. Is it clear?
Okay. Yep, very clear.
And you can create multiple child virtual machine from the server manager of your parent VM. So here we have learned a new word called the Hyper-V. Now what is a Hyper-V? Hyper-V is a hypervisor. It's an example of hypervisor. Hypervisor is a thin layer of software which help operating system to create a virtual environment. And a hypervisor can be divided into two types. One is a type 1 hypervisor, another one is a type 2 hypervisor. Type 1 hypervisor is a bare metal hypervisor, means the hypervisor work in between the operating system and the hardware. But type 2 hypervisor work top of the operating system. The example of bare metal or type 1 hypervisor is Microsoft Hyper-V, Citrix Xen Server, and VMware ESXi. Type 2 and hosted hypervisor is Microsoft Virtual PC, VMware Workstation, and Oracle VirtualBox.
Perfect.
Perfect? Cool.
Perfect.
But people were still not happy. People are looking for more control. They want to share the infrastructure with other people. They're looking for non-transparent environment. They want to do the resource pooling. And they want to create isolated environment using one Hyper-V hardware. They want an on-demand and self-provisioning environment. To bring these all capabilities in an infrastructure, we have to create cloud. And to create this cloud means private cloud, we have to bring Microsoft System Center Virtual Machine Manager in our environment. At the moment I will install System Center Virtual Machine Manager, I can create private cloud using this management console.
Okay.
So I can create private cloud by installing System Center Virtual Machine Manager in my virtual environment. So what SCVMM will do? SCVMM will give a management console to me, and by using this management console, I can create the private cloud. And inside that private cloud, I can create multiple virtual machine, and I can use that virtual machine from anywhere in this globe. Now, if I share this private cloud environment with any other people, that will become the public cloud for them. So here, and this is how we have reached to the cloud world. So what is cloud? It's very simple. Something in sky that calls for rain sometime. But in IT world, we define cloud in a different way. In IT world, cloud allow us to access information from anywhere through the internet. So what is a cloud computing? In IT world, whenever we get any kind of infrastructure, platform, storage, and software as a service from internet, we call it as a cloud computing.
Okay.
Like for mailing solution, we use Hotmail or the Gmail because that is more convenient for us and it's free to and is easy to use, right? But for storage solution, we use OneDrive and Google Drive. But this solution is for the client or for the home user. Then what is the solution for the enterprise?
Exactly.
To give the answer, I will bring the best thing, that is the cloud. Type of the cloud deployment: public, private, and the hybrid. Public means when someone will maintain their infrastructure and someone will provide, or any service provider will provide the services to you, and you will use the service through the internet. That will become the public cloud and that will be open for everyone. Private cloud means you are bringing all the capabilities of cloud in your own infrastructure. That will become the private cloud. And combination of any two cloud is the hybrid cloud. If I have to give an example of a private cloud, that is SCVMM, you can install SCVMM in your infrastructure and you can create the private cloud. To talk about the public cloud, we have Azure, we have AWS, and we have Citrix Cloud. So these are the example of public cloud. And if you merge any two cloud, that will become the hybrid cloud. Like SCVMM can work with Azure without any issue. So it will become the hybrid cloud for you.
Okay.
And this example and this definition is taken from the Microsoft website.
Okay.
Now, top benefit of cloud computing or the public cloud computing, just because of cost, speed, global scale, productivity, performance, and the reliability. It means if you use public cloud, you have to spend less because Microsoft will manage the infrastructure for you, and all the company is paying to manage this infrastructure. It means you don't have to pay a lot of money just to manage your infrastructure. That will become the shared infrastructure. Speed. Microsoft is providing petabyte of speed in the data center. So you don't have to face any problem, any challenge if you are using the services through the internet. Global scale, 140 region is really high and 50 data center across the globe. It means it doesn't matter where you are, you will get your nearest data center and you can access the services from that data center. Productivity. If you don't have to spend time and money to maintain the data center, you can use your resource to build new application and to provide better solution to your client. We are using the best hardware, best operating system, and the best infrastructure. It means you will get seamless performance and the reliability. We are Microsoft. We are taking care of your data. We are taking care of your entire infrastructure. We'll provide the backup, we'll provide your DR solution and the business continuity. It means you can rely on our solution for your business.
Excellent.
So let's understand the OneDrive and the Google Drive because this is the easiest example of public cloud. So we move our file to OneDrive or Google Drive so that we can access our file from any device and anywhere, from anywhere and securely. So this is my client computer where I do have a couple of files, okay? And my computer is connected with the router. It means I'm connected with internet. So what I have done, I have created OneDrive and I have moved my file from my client computer to OneDrive. So what will be the benefit? The benefit will be I can access this file from anywhere and from any device. What I just need a working internet. Now, what does this OneDrive space mean? This OneDrive space means this is underlying data center infrastructure provided by Microsoft, and this OneDrive is a part of that. It means I am using Microsoft data center infrastructure through the internet as a OneDrive service. Technically, we call it as a storage as a service. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
Cool. Now, if I want to understand the Hotmail or the Gmail, it's a mailing solution. It means I want my own mail solution. Now, to bring my own mail solution, either I can create my own private infrastructure or I can use Microsoft Data Center or the Microsoft Data Center infrastructure through the internet through a service called Hotmail. So I can create a Hotmail account and I can access mail from any device and anywhere across the globe. Technically, we call it as a storage as a service.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Cool.
Makes perfect sense.
So what is Azure? Azure is a public cloud offering from Microsoft. It's open for everyone, it's multi-tenant by design, and it's spread across 50 data centers. It's self-provisioned, on-demand, and non-transparency environment, and it's available through portal, that is a portal.azure.com. Like other cloud or the basic fundamental of the cloud, Azure provide infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, storage as a service, software as a service, media as a service, DR as a service, identity as a service, and so on. So again, what is Azure? Azure is a public cloud offering from Microsoft, and you will get benefit of all the cloud terms in this solution. Azure is just simply a word, it's a name of a color, and we are using this word, or Microsoft using this word to promote this product, this public cloud to people. Okay, so at first you have to understand what is the infrastructure as a service. In infrastructure as a service, Microsoft will manage the virtualization, the servers, the storage, the network, the power, the cooling, everything for you. And top of the operating system, or from the operating system, any application, the data, you have to manage that. That is called infrastructure as a service, right? It means you are using Microsoft infrastructure to create your virtual machine. We need a VM. We want to create a VM. Now, instead of creating this virtual machine in my local computer, I can create this virtual machine in Azure. So what will be the benefit? The benefit will be my virtual machine will be secure and highly available across the globe. And I will get 99.999% of SLA from Microsoft.
Understood. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So what is a platform as a service? Platform as a service means Microsoft will maintain the operating system, the runtime, the middleware, virtualization, server, storage, networking, power, cable, everything. You have to maintain your application and your data. Let's say I want to host my website. Now to host the website, Microsoft provide Azure App Service. Just create the app service, open the app service, and put your content, put your custom content over there, and your website is ready to host. So that is the beauty of platform as a service. Now we can use infrastructure as a service to host my website, right?
Right.
So what we can do, we can create a virtual machine in Azure. We can create a IaaS server. We can install the IaaS role over there, and through the public IP, and by opening the port 80, I can host my website across the globe. So very soon we'll have a look. We'll do the practical. We'll have a demo that how we can host the website through the app service and as well as through the infrastructure as a service. Cool.
Yep.
Now, what is a software as a service? In software as a service, entire thing will be managed by Microsoft, starting from the application, data, runtime, middleware, operating system, and everything like Exchange, online Exchange, or Office 365. So Office 365 is a bundle of product provided by Microsoft as a software as a service. Right? So the best product, or the one of the best product in Office 365 is Exchange. You can install Exchange as an application in your premises or in your on-prem, or you can use Office 365 to use the Exchange online. Now, what is the benefit? What is the benefit, or what is the best part about that? If you use Office 365, you don't have to manage the infrastructure. You don't have to think about the patching. You don't have to think about the data center. Microsoft will maintain everything for you, and you have to use or you can use Exchange as a service. Right.
Outstanding. I see huge benefit in that. I mean, it would reduce your overhead greatly.
Exactly. And this is the simple representation of this solution, right? This is a portal. This is a portal.azure.com from where you can use the benefit of infrastructure, the benefit of platform, and the benefit of software as a service. What you have to understand, what you have to know, that which service represent the infrastructure and which service represent the platform, because you will not get any kind of isolation like infrastructure or platform. In the left hand side, you will find all the services starting from the dashboard, all resource group, app service, SQL database, and so on. You have to choose the
Okay.
service from there and you are good to go.
Wow, just from the portal.azure.com.
Yes, you have to open the
Okay.
portal.azure.com and you are good to
Yep.
go.
Okay. And then you can just start basically leasing services or paying for the services through the portal there and building your environment.
That is a great question. Now the question is how we can pay. Azure is a pay per use model. So I will
Right.
talk about that very soon.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Yep.
this slide represent all the services from Microsoft Azure. At first we have a data center infrastructure, then we have infrastructure as a service, we have platform as a service, we have security and management, and we have hybrid cloud. So in the portal I will show you all the services and what is the relationship between the platform and the infrastructure. Okay.
Okay.
Now Azure and the unique differentiator. Okay. What is the Azure unique differentiator? So it's a global, it's a open and hybrid, and it's trusted. Now why it's global? Because we have 50 data center across the globe available in 140 countries.
Right.
Okay. The most trusted cloud in this universe. We do have more than 82 compliance offering, more than any other cloud service. It means it doesn't matter where is your data center will provide the base security by providing the compliance certificate.
Okay.
It's open and hybrid, starting from the Chef, Puppet, Red Hat, Ubuntu, Hadoop, Docker, Xamarin. All the open source service, all the open source product is supported by Azure environment. It means if you are an open source developer, you can bring your own code in Azure. You can host your application, you can host your own things in Azure platform. So how we can create the subscription? For the
Okay.
enterprise, we have an enterprise agreement, we have Microsoft reseller, and we have Microsoft partner. So you can choose Microsoft or the Microsoft reseller to purchase your subscription. Apart from that, if you're a member of Microsoft, if you're a Microsoft partner network, then you can purchase subscription, unlimited subscription directly from Microsoft. We have a special subscription for the developers. As a Visual Studio subscriber, you can receive a monthly credit to use your Azure services for your testing and development. As I told you, if you're a partner of Microsoft, then you will get some more benefit. For the startup, Microsoft provide a special subscription because they don't have to spend a big amount to rent the services. And we have a service for the student. They can leverage the services of Microsoft, they can leverage the services of Azure, and they can play in the portal. And this is the Azure support plan. You can choose starting from the basic, developer, standard, professional, and the premier. How fast you want the services or how fast you want response from the Microsoft. Based on that, you can choose the support plan.
Okay.
Basic will be included with all the subscription, but if you want developer standard or the professional direct, you can choose this support plan and you can move ahead.
Understood.
So let's jump to the demo. To create any subscription, at first we need a Hotmail ID, right? So what I will do at first, I will create a Outlook ID so that
Okay.
I can use that ID later on to create the subscription. In this practical session or in this session, we will use the Azure Pass to create the subscription. Now to activate the Azure Pass, at first I have to create a subscription.
Okay.
So here I'm going to create SB student M1 outlook.com. Okay, and I will use Starbucks as a password. Okay,
Okay.
STARBUCKS. Let me write down the password again. STARBUCKS @123. So I'm going to use this password. My first name is Subhendu and this is my last name. So I can choose any date, that doesn't matter over here. Let me use my mobile number over here. Oops, I'm done with the limit. So if you don't mind, could you please share your number?
Yeah, no problem. It's +49, so Germany. 0154. Or hold on, 0154187 1405. One five one four. I'm sorry, it's 1514.
Okay, no worries.
1514 187
Okay, 1514
14
187 1405.
4105. 4105. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine, man.
I don't dial it often.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's see. So I'm looking for an SMS.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. It's in German. Accountlive.com. Code is 7308.
7308.
08. Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so at first I will open microsoftazurepass.com. Okay.
Okay.
It will ask for the email ID sbstudent m1@outlook.com. So this is my Microsoft account and I have confirmed that. Now what I need a Microsoft Azure Pass. Okay, so
Okay.
what I will do, I will use the pass. This is my Azure Pass. I'm going to use this one.
Okay.
This is the process of activating the Azure Pass. It is going to take a moment.
So if you had a pre-existing Outlook account, you could go through all this without creating a new one, correct?
Yes, but all we suggest to create a new email ID to activate your Azure Pass, because after a month you can't use this one for any other services.
Okay.
Okay, so I will suggest you, or I will recommend you basically, to create a new Hotmail ID or new Outlook ID to activate the
Okay.
Azure Pass. Now I'm activating your Azure Pass, so this is your So I will share this email ID and the password with you so that you can
Okay.
use this account for next 30 days.
Perfect.
Cool. So here I'm providing my mail ID. Phoenix Solution Private Limited. My PAN number. I can provide my number over here. Now it will take 4 minutes to create the subscription.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a good time to take a 5-minute break real quick and get some more coffee.
Yes, if you want, you can grab your coffee. That's fine. Absolutely
Okay.
all right.
1 second. Yep.
Yeah,
One
sure.
second.
So finally the subscription is ready to use. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's have a look of my subscription. So it's redirecting me to portal.azure.com.
I see that. Yep.
Okay. And finally this is my Azure portal.
Okay.
Now I can play with it. I can create the virtual machine. I can create the app service. I can create and I can enjoy all the benefit from the Azure. Okay, so
Okay.
let's quickly create one virtual machine in Azure. Okay, and let's have a look that how we can create a virtual machine in Azure and what is the benefit of that. Okay.
Okay.
Now to create any virtual machine or any resource within Azure, at first we should have one resource group. A resource group is a place, it's a logical place where we can keep multiple resources or we can reuse the resources inside a resource group.
Okay.
So at first I will go to resource group and I will create a resource group with the name of, okay, sign up for the new subscription. I don't know what's showing this. Okay, so I have to sign out and I have to sign in again
Okay.
to activate my account. So I will click on sign out. will close this one. I will sign out from the Outlook also. I will close my browser. I will open my browser again. My favorite password. Hopefully it's activated. Let's create on the resource group. Okay. Okay, by the way, Joshua, do you have any question?
Okay. No, I'm just watching.
Okay. It shouldn't
So is
create.
it because you had an existing account already under the same user ID? Is that what's going on here? Why you can't create another resource group?
Actually, the subscription what we have created right now, that is not activated in this
Okay.
email ID. So either we have to wait for some time.
Okay. So it's kind of replicating.
It may be because Microsoft is attached or add one subscription with this email ID, right?
Right.
Let's close everything. Our subscription is not created yet.
Okay. So there's another verification email that needs to be sent probably.
See, Azure Pass is active,
Right.
but we can't do anything with the subscription. So probably we have to wait for some time, because we should receive a mail from Microsoft with the account creation confirmation.
Okay.
Yep. So it's activated. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. Oops. Okay, so finally my subscription is ready. So at first I will go to the resource group and I will click on add. Over here at first I have to mention a resource group. So I will maintain Subhendu
Okay.
resource group. I will use Azure Pass as a location. Select a resource group location. It should give me the location name. I don't know. Challenges.
Happens every day.
Happens every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and create a virtual machine.
So this is an example of infrastructure as a service.
This is an example of infrastructure as a service.
Okay.
Still the location tab is not active. I think it's taking time to attach the subscription, I believe. Okay, Joshua, let's wait for some moment. Okay, now I'm going to create a new email ID. Is student m2 at the rate outlook.com. Password. So this is my password. Here I'm going to use my phone number. I should receive a message. And here we go.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate this Azure pass, because they should not have any kind of Azure pass over here. So first name, my last name, student, and I think my subscription has been created. So it is going
Okay.
to take a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So finally the subscription is ready to use. Okay, so
okay.
let's have a look of my subscription. So it's redirecting me to portal.azure.com.
I see that. Yeah.
Okay, and finally this is my Azure portal.
Okay.
Now I can play with it, I can create the virtual machine, I can create the app service, I can create and I can enjoy all the benefit from the Azure. Okay, so
Okay.
let's quickly create one virtual machine in Azure. Okay, and let's have a look that how we can create a virtual machine in Azure, and what is the benefit of that. Okay,
Okay.
now to create any virtual machine or any resource within Azure, at first we should have one resource group. A resource group is a place, it's a logical place where we can keep multiple resources, or we can reuse the resources inside a resource group.
Okay.
So at first I will go to resource group, and I will create a resource group with the name of, okay, sign up for the new subscription. I don't know what's showing this. Okay, so I have to sign out and I have to sign in again
Okay.
to activate my account. So I will click on sign out. I will close this one. I will sign out from the Outlook also. I will close my browser. I will open my browser again. My favorite password. Hopefully it's activated. Let's create on the resource group. Okay. Okay, by the way, Joshua, do you have any question?
Okay. No, I'm just watching.
Okay. It shouldn't
So is
create.
it because you had an existing account already under the same user ID? Is that what's going on here? Why you can't create another resource group?
Actually, the subscription what we have created right now, that is not activated in this
Okay.
email ID. So either we have to wait for some time.
Okay. So it's kind of replicating.
It may be because Microsoft is attached or add one subscription with this email ID, right? Let's close everything. Our subscription is not created yet.
Okay. So there's another verification email that needs to be sent, probably.
See, Azure Pass is active,
Right.
but we can't do anything with the subscription. So probably we have to wait for some time, because we should receive a mail from Microsoft with the account creation confirmation.
Okay.
Yep. So it's activated. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. Oops. Okay, so finally my subscription is ready. So at first I will go to the resource group and I will click on add. Over here at first I have to mention a resource group. So I will maintain Subhendu
Okay.
resource group. I will use Azure Pass as a location. Select a resource group location. It should give me the location name. I don't know. Challenges.
Happens every day.
Happens every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and create a virtual machine.
So this is an example of infrastructure as a service.
This is an example of infrastructure as a service.
Okay.
Still the location tab is not active. I think it's taking time to attach the subscription, I believe. Okay, Joshua, let's wait for some moment. Okay, now I'm going to create a new email ID. Is student m2 at the rate outlook.com. Password. So this is my password. Here I'm going to use my phone number. I should receive a message. And here we go.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate this Azure Pass because they should not have any kind of Azure Pass over here. first name, my last name. Okay, so finally our subscription is ready to use. So this is my Azure subscription. Okay, this is the portal, that is portal.azure.com, and this is called the dashboard. In the left hand side you will find all the services, starting from dashboard, the all resource group, app service, function app, SQL database, Azure Cosmos DB, everything. This is all of the service that we have in Azure. So the very first thing that I will do, that I will create a resource group. And I will create a resource group in East US location. So I will click on add and I will type the resource group name over here. That is Subhendu RG Azure Pass, and I will choose East US as a location. Now we should have at least one resource group in Azure to create or to provision any service. So my resource group is created. So what I will do, I will directly jump to the virtual machine. I will click on add and I will choose the operating system, family and the version. So here I want to create a virtual machine with Windows Server 2016 operating system. So at first I will select Windows Server and then I will select Windows Server 2016 Datacenter version. Now this is called the Azure Marketplace. Okay. And I will choose the operating system family and the version from here, and then I will go to the next page. So this is the confirmation page of operating system, and here you will find one option called select a deployment model, and here we have resource manager and classic. Now classic means if you select classic over here, your virtual machine will deploy in the old portal. If you choose resource manager, your virtual machine will deploy in the new portal. So whatever we will deploy in near future, everything will be a part of or should be a part of new portal, because Microsoft already stopped the old portal. Okay. So at first I will give a name, that is the first VM. Then I will choose the VM disk type, that is a SSD. Instead of SSD you can choose hard drive also. So I will choose SSD over here. Then I will provide a username, that is a king, and then the password. I will provide the same password here as a confirm password. Then I will choose a existing resource group. Okay. Now the last option is the save money. Save money means if you have already purchased Windows Server license, then you can use that license over here. Okay.
Makes sense. Yep.
And that will help you to save the cost. This is called Azure Hybrid Benefit. As of now, we don't have any kind of Windows license, so we can click on no and we'll move forward. Now, this is a basic page and this is the sizing. In sizing, we will choose the virtual machine configuration and as well as the pricing, because I have to pay this much of amount for this kind of configuration. If I want any other configuration, what I will do, I will click on the view all and I will choose any template from this place.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and then I will click on select. Now this is settings page where I will do all the internal configuration of the virtual machine, starting from the high availability set, or the storage, network, subnet, the extension, auto shutdown, monitoring, and everything. Okay, so we will talk about all the option, each and every option very soon. Meanwhile, just for this virtual machine, let's move forward with the default settings, and this is the final confirmation page with the entire VM details.
Okay.
At the time of VM creation, Azure will create a new virtual network with a subnet, with the public IP, and the network security group. That is the firewall settings of the virtual machine.
Okay.
Over here, you will get one more option, that is the download template and the parameters. What you can do, you can download the entire template of this configuration. Here you will get to file. Let me show you that file. If you open the template folder, you will find this PS1, that is a PowerShell, and the JSON file.
The JSON.
Okay, one is a parameter, another one is the template. So you can use this template, you can use this parameter or the PowerShell command to provision the same virtual machine again.
Okay.
Okay, I will show you that how to use this PowerShell command or this template to provision a new virtual machine. Okay.
Okay.
As of now, just use the default settings to create the virtual machine. Now our virtual machine has been deployed. It will take 3 to 4 minutes to create this virtual machine, and then we will see that how we can promote the server as a web server.
Okay.
Few things we have to keep in mind, that whenever we create any virtual machine with the default option, the virtual machine will create along with one private IP and another public IP. So over here, yes, over here we will use that public IP to promote the server as a web server.
Okay.
Okay, so let's wait for 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll start again. Okay, so finally our virtual machine has been deployed, and this is my VM. So the very first thing I will do over here, I will click on the connect, and this connect button will download a small RDP file for me, and I will provide the password over here. I think I have provided the right password. If I have no, I think this is the right password. So I should get the Windows Server console over here.
Okay. Now we created King in the Azure portal, correct?
Exactly. Now this virtual machine is running in Microsoft US Datacenter, where the King is the local username of this computer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's loading. And as you can see, this is my Windows Server 2016 operating system.
Wow, very dynamic.
Okay, now what I will do, I will promote this server as a IaaS server. Okay, now to promote this server as a IaaS server, what I have to do, at first I have to install IaaS in this computer, or the Internet Information Service. I have to install that role in this computer. So I will click on add role and features. I will click next, next, and next one more. Then I will select the web server. So this is a server manager from where I'm installing this role, that is a web server. I will click next, and I will quickly install this role over here. Okay, so the installation is done. What I will do, I will close this page and I will open the IaaS manager, and I will do a small modification in the default page. So if I come to site, if I click on the default website, and this is my default website. Now to open the default website, at first I have to turn off the internet enhanced security. So I will turn off the internet enhanced security. I will ask me later. I will close this one, and then I will click on browse. Okay, so this is the default page of IaaS.
Yep.
Now to recognize this page, what I will do, I will do a small modification in this web page. I will click on explore. This is the picture. I'll click on edit. Wow, it's really a big picture. Okay,
Very cool. Yep.
so I'm done. I will close this one. I will restart my IaaS server, and I will refresh this page, right? Okay,
Yep. Very
and
good.
this is the page. So let's publish this website to internet. This computer is already available to internet because it has a public IP. So what I
Right.
will do, I will come to the networking, and from the networking tab I will click on add inbound port, because I want to open port 80, because IaaS server work either on port 80 or port 443. As I don't have any kind of certificate right now, so I will open port 80 and it will work over HTTP.
Roger. Yep.
Now what I will do, I will copy this public IP, will open a new tab, I will hit this IP, and I should get my picture over here,
Right.
right? And
And there it
here we
is.
go,
Very cool.
right? So this is how we can promote a server, promote an Azure server as a web server,
Right.
right?
Yep. Very easy.
It's very easy.
Very
Now
dynamic and fluid.
if I want to provide any domain name over here, so what we'll do, I will open this IP address, I will click on configuration, and over here I will provide domain name. Okay, so the entire name will be, entire FQDN will be test Subhendu T dot eastus dot cloudapp dot azure dot com.
Okay.
So instead of IP address, I can provide this domain name. It will work, it will do the same thing for me.
Wow. Very nice.
Okay, now if I want to take the control of the virtual machine, instead of the IP address I can use the same domain name. So what I can do, I can open the remote desktop, I will click on add. Oops. and here we go. This is how we can use the domain name or the DNS name or the public IP to take the
Right.
RDP of the virtual machine.
Okay.
Okay, so it was a very basic interaction with the Azure.
It was, yeah.
Okay, so we will do the advanced stuff now. Before that, if you have any further question, please feel free to ask.
No, I think we covered it nicely. I mean, that was very fluid, very dynamic, and pretty straightforward. But
Cool.
that was neat how you got a public-facing web page in under 5 minutes.
Right,
You know.
right. So this is an example of infrastructure as a service. Okay, at the moment
Yep.
you try to create a virtual machine gets created along with couple of other things. Now if I go to the resource group, if I open the resource, you will see this virtual machine get created along with the disk, the NIC card, the public IP, network security group, a storage account, and the virtual network. So now we will explore that what does it mean and what we need to promote a server, right, in Azure portal. It was the end of part 1. Before move to part 2, let's see one nice customer story.
Every day brings us new challenges. And opportunities to grow and learn. It takes passion, hard work, and making the most out of every moment, no matter where we are, sharing everything with those who are close and far. Because we are not in this alone. Together we make this passion grow. But no matter how much we achieve, we always feel the same. I want more.
It's Chris.
I believe you have enjoyed the video, right? So stay tuned with me and please don't forget to subscribe my channel so that whenever I will upload any new video, you will get notified. Till the time, take care. Bye bye.